Hey guys, today we are going to go through some sample quiz. But before that, I would like to give you a short tour of our website. We are Training and Inspection Services Limited, based in United Kingdom, with offices in US and Middle East. We provide e-learning courses on API 510 Pressure Vessel Inspector, 570 Piping Inspector, 653 Storage Tank Inspector, 1169 Pipeline Construction Inspector, Source Inspector Fixed Equipment, Source Inspector Rotating Equipment, and API 571 mock exam package corrosion damage mechanism. Okay, today we are going to discuss about uh, the API 510 Pressure Vessel Inspector quiz, and we'll go around 20 sample questions. But before that, let me give you a brief description of our course on API 510 Pressure Vessel Inspector. It comes in two categories. One is the full course that I'm going to explain, and the other one would be for people who have enough knowledge to understand and apply it, but they just need a bit of fine-tuning. So that would be a mock exam package, which is cheaper. So if you go to our website, you can see that the course content. So it's got 12 modules. The first module is about basic facts, how to register, some exam tips, and some important point to remember during the examination. There will be a benchmark quiz, and that we will be discussing today. And this is open and free for all. And then on module 2, we'll be discussing body of knowledge and scoring area. So the number of questions you should expect to receive by reference documents and by topic. And module 3 is assigned to the non-destructive examination as per ASME section 5. It's very extensive and includes introduction to non-destructive examination, general requirements, leak test, magnetic particle test, penetrant test, radiography test, UT thickness measurement, UT, and it's got 2 sets of flashcard and 2 sets of practice questions. And module 4 is about welding engineering and basically WPS and WPQ according to ASME section 9. And it includes welding procedure, welder qualification, welding materials, WPS, welding procedure specification, and WPQ, welder performance qualification. It's got a flashcard as well as a practice question. And module 5, it's based on API 577 welding inspection, and it includes welding process, welding inspection, visual defects and repairs, and it's got a flashcard and also a practice question. Module 6 is about damage mechanism and corrosion, API 571, and it's a whopping 6 flashcards and 5 sets of practice question. This is not proportionate to the number of questions you get. You get normally 15 questions, but we did an extensive presentation here because many candidates, they have difficulty when attempting this sort of questions. And that's why we have sort of elaborated on this topic. And module 7, we'll be talking about ASME section 8, pressure vessel construction code, and we explain it by topics and by part numbers, so you know where to go for when you're solving question. And it's got 2 sets of flashcard and a practice question. And module 8 is about 572 vessel inspection practice, and it's got 4 flashcards and a practice question. And module 9 finally has got API 510 pressure vessel inspection code, the most important document in API exam for pressure vessel, and we have extensively explained this in by introduction, and we got 8 chapters, and we got 3 sets of flashcards and a practice question. And on module 10, we have discussed API 576 pressure relieving devices and API 578 positive material identification, and it has a flashcard. And then finally, we also brought all the flashcards here. Is 24 sets of flashcards, as you can see, and for a quick reference, and they should be treated as a potential exam question. And then we have 3 sets of closed book and 2 sets of open book mock exam questions. Now, this was the course content that you can see. It's free for all to see. So in conclusion, what you get 8 hours of video clips, 24 sets of flashcards, 32 lessons, 1300 questions within 95 lectures. And we give you 120 days 24/7 course access plus online support. You can use our contact us form if you have any query, or even better, you can click on WhatsApp and send us a text or even call us, and if our instructor is available, he or she would talk to you, or we will try to respond to you within less than 24 hours. So far we didn't have anybody failed the exam who bought our package, but for your complete peace of mind, we give you an option in case for any reason you were sick, you couldn't perform well, for any reason you have failed the exam, so you can choose either to get a 4 months additional months free of charge course access, so to prepare yourself for the next schedule exam, or you can ask for a full refund. So to put it in brief, our course is around 60 to 80 hours of study, 32 lessons, 1300 practice questions, mock exam question and quizzes, 24 sets of flashcards, 8 hours of video clips, plus a certificate of completion at the end. Now our course covers the publication effectivity sheet, API 510, 571, 572, 576, 577, ASME section 5, 8, and 9. In module 1, we'll explain the study plan, we guide you through document navigation, explain exam question distribution and exam tips, and the 20 sample question that we'll be talking very shortly. And it's available to all for free. On module 2, we explain the body of knowledge and scoring area, and then modules 3 through 10, each module is dedicated to one of the reference documents, as you can see. And this includes detailed explanation of the reference documents, including knowledge and concepts, important facts and figures, PowerPoint presentations, video clips, flashcards, and practice questions. And then on module 11, we brought all the 24 sets of flashcards that actually are highlights of the module and should be treated as potential exam question. And on module 12, we have 5 sets of closed and open book mock exam with over 500 questions. The practice question for each module cross-checks your understanding of the concept, while the flashcard helps remind you the key points and can be used for quick referral. Our mock exam questions are in line with API spirit of examination, and is focused on verifying your knowledge and how to apply them. Our training approach helps you solve any question within any context and scenario, since you would be capturing the concepts, principles, and theory rather than merely memorizing some numbers or facts without understanding the underlying reason or their applications. The depth each topic or module covered is based on the expected number of exam questions. This would help spending your study time more effectively and be more focused and concentrating on high score exam topics. The exception, as we said, is made for API 571, corrosion materials part of the exam, where many candidates face difficulties. A comprehensive set with ample practice question and flashcards is exclusively designed for API 510 pressure vessel inspector examination. Please look at our course content as we have explained, so you should know what you shall learn from each module and submodule. We have also complemented our API 510 pressure vessel inspector course with everyday knowledge that's expected from hands-on inspectors. All these plus selective videos, exam tips, time management techniques, mock exams with explanations, and many more. Our training course goes through 7 checkpoints reviewed by a team of SMEs, subject matter experts. The course content is revised regularly based on the latest revision of publication effectivity sheet. As part of our continuous improvement campaign, we pay special attention to candidates' feedback and queries, since these would highlight whether we could explain a topic well enough or not. The objective is to have the least amount of queries as one of our key performance indicators. This is achieved through continuous improvement of our training courses by enhancing their clarity and transparency. For those candidates who have enough knowledge but just need some fine-tuning only, we offer API 510 Pressure Vessel Inspector mock exam package that includes 1,300 questions, 24 sets of flashcards, and 1 hour of video clips. Those candidates who have already bought our mock exam package but wish to upgrade to our full course with money-back guarantee need only pay the difference. We provide 24/7 course access online support, pass first time, or take the course again for free, 100% pass rate guarantee or full refund less admin fees, which is nominal charges for exchange fees if you fail. So let's go and try our API 510 sample questions. Okay. 1. Which of the following types of discontinuity is not normally detected by radiography? Now, lamination, because it's got less volume, is the one that is difficult to detect. So normally lamination is easily detected with a UT 0 degree compression probe. Question 2, API 510 shall not be used as a substitute for original construction of the pressure vessel before it is placed in practice, because that is the scope of API 510. So number 3, compared to ASTM A515 grade 60 plates, the 516 grade 60 plates have better toughness. They don't have better tensile strength because both of them are 60 showing their ultimate tensile strength. Number 4, who establishes inspection interval for thickness measurement and external visual inspection? So it is owner or user or the inspector, because owner user is ultimately responsible and they normally assign a authorized inspector to do the job for them. Vessel engineer takes care of the design aspect of the pressure vessel. Corrosion engineer, as the name suggests, is a corrosion advisor, and NDE engineer would advise you about the NDE methods and the coverage, etc. So it's eventually the owner and the inspector. 5. ASME Section 8 Division 1 is based on the factor of safety equal to 3.5. Please remember that previously it was 4, and then because of better quality manufacturing over the years, the factor of safety was reduced to 3.5. 6. Identify incorrect statement from following, if any. A welder performance procedure test is also qualified in that position. That's true. Supplementary essential variables become essential variables when impact test is specified. Yes, that's true as well. And for procedure qualification, the test can be performed in any position, as the position is not essential variable for procedure qualification. Please remember that although position is not an essential variable for WPS, it's an essential variable for WPQ. WPS and WPQ have the same qualification. That's not true, so you have to tick this, because the intent of WPS is to demonstrate that it's a sound design, to validate the joint design, whereas the intent of WPQ, welder performance qualification, is to demonstrate that the welder can deposit a sound weld. So that's why you get a tensile test to qualify WPS, whereas you get a bend test to qualify WPQ, or just a simple radiography. Number 7, in plate specification, A516 grade 70, the letter A indicates, so everything with A is ferrous material. That's a straightforward answer. Number 8. So this is again the same thing. It's a ferrous material. It's been repeated twice. I'm sorry for that. Okay. Number 9. The symbol which indicates ASME code stamping for vessel manufactured to ASME Section 8 is U stamp. Remember, U1 is for manufacturer's form, and U2 is the part manufacturer's form. So you fill in the U1, the manufacturer is reviewed by authorized inspector, boiler and pressure vessel code, or MBIC, and then once it's signed off, so the vendor is authorized to, the manufacturer is authorized to stamp the U stamp. Number 10, what will be the applicable mandatory edition addenda for ASME Section 8 Division 1 to be used if contract for manufacturing a new vessel was signed on 14 December 2011? Now, we know that once a new revision comes, it becomes mandatory 6 months after the publication. So 2011 edition, and this is 14 December, so practically the 6 months is passed after this 2000 edition, so it would be 2011. Number 11, the term E used in shell thickness formula in ASME Section 8 Division 1 represent weld joint efficiency whose value is equal to 1 if longitudinal and circumferential welds are radiographed, and actually is second one, longitudinal welds are fully radiographed while circumferential are spot radiographed, and that is, you have to refer to UW3 because the longitudinal welds are almost roughly twice of the stress applied than on a circumferential joint, and hence it should be fully radiographed. Number 12, restoration work by weld overlay was carried out on crowded wall of vessel, and it can now be used as per the design condition of the vessel. This activity will be termed as repair of the vessel. Remember, we have alteration and repair. There is no renewal or re-rating. If you re-rate, that's practically it can turn into an alteration actually. So because it's the original condition, you're restoring it, then it's a repair. Number 13, in certain empty check of pressure vessel, the size of indication for a certain discontinuity was seen as 4 mm, but after the MP check and using magnifying glass, it was seen having actual size as 2.5 mm only. If stipulated acceptance criteria for that type of discontinuity was 3 mm, your decision is, so I would select this, the size of indication is higher than 3 mm, reject. Excuse me, because although it was with more accurate measurement, you got 2.5 mm, which is less than 3. Now, if you accept this, then you have to do all the future and the previous empty checks once again. You have to check them once again, and then it's always good to be on more onerous side. Number 14, ASME code requires averaging of impact test values for how many specimens for the relevant acceptance criteria. It's a straightforward 3. You need 3 samples for sharp impact test. Number 15, stainless steel weld has a crack open to the surface. Which NDT method will reveal it effectively? Liquid penetrant is the best. You can do radiography or UT as well, but if it's open to surface, it's always better to have liquid penetrant. And magnetic particle you can't do because it's stainless steel. Number 17, hot tapping is best described by the statement. It's a technique of providing a tapping connection while the system is in operation. This is a straightforward definition of hot tapping. And number 18, which of the following represent grouping of weldment is azimuth 9? So P number is for base metal, F number is for filler metal, and A number is for the weldment. And remember that weldment is a combination of weld and base metal, and there is no S number anyway. Number 19, an inspector should be stricter while carrying out inspection on longitudinal joint because it undergoes twice of the stress of a circumferential or any other joint. So you have to be more stricter. And if you see the acceptance criteria, it's more onerous for longitudinal joint. And even you do, if you want to get a joint efficiency, for example, for a longitudinal joint, then it should be 100% radiograph, while for circumferential you only need to do it spot radiography. And number 20, PT examination is used to detect the surface cracks in welds as well as in base metal plates. For proper detection, we should allow higher penetrant time on weld. Actually, we should allow higher penetrant time on base metal or plates because they are smooth, and it takes more time for the penetrant to flow, whereas the weld surface is always distorted. And if you go to ASME section 5, table T6572 for the minimum dwell time, which is the penetration time, on page 219 you see that the time required for the dwell time for the plate is more than the weld itself. And the last question, as per ASME section 8 division 1, weld joint category means location of the weld. Remember, go to UW3 and UW12, and you can see that actually the weld joint category is defined by where actually it's located. Now if you want to view the results, you just simply need to put in your name and email address, and you can see the result. And you see that here we made one mistake, and if you go down you can see that where we made the mistake here. Let's go through this. So that's it, guys. Thank you for watching, and please follow our YouTube and our LinkedIn, our other social medias, and we'll keep you in touch. Take care. Bye.